Imagine being stuck in the middle of nowhere, bleeding out, with a psycho sniper whispering sweet nothings into your radio. No backup, no water, just you, a crumbling wall, and a guy who wants you dead, but also wants to chat. Welcome to the Wall Movie Recap. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. In late 2007, the Iraq War is winding down. President Bush has declared victory and rebuilding efforts are underway. Sergeant Matthews and his spotter, Sergeant Isaac, are sent to check on a pipeline construction site deep in the Iraqi desert. But when they arrive, they find all the American workers dead. Their mission: find out who did this before new workers arrive before moving forward. Let me ask you a simple question. Why don't you subscribe my channel when it's free? Subscribe now and smash that bell icon, or give me a reason in the comment section. Hiding behind bushes and rocks, they wait under the blazing sun. 20 hours pass, nothing happens. Matthews grows impatient, convinced there's no enemy left. Looking at the scattered bodies, he assumes a group must have attacked and left.
Anyone out there?
No. I mean, I was 60% sure.
But Isaac disagrees. He sees no signs of a large force and points out that every worker was killed with a precise headshot. This, he says, could be the work of Juba, the legendary Iraqi sniper. Matthews scoffs. How could one sniper kill so many that fast? Frustrated, Matthews decides to take a closer look. Isaac warns him, but Matthews insists. Before heading out, he teases Isaac for using an old blurry scope, one that belonged to a fallen comrade. Matthews moves from body to body, searching for clues. The headshots convince him that Isaac might be right. He steps into the middle of the site, trying to figure out the sniper's position. Isaac begs him to come back. Then, bang. A bullet rips through Matthews' abdomen. He collapses in agony.
Oh!
Isaac, desperate to save him, runs in a zigzag to avoid getting shot. But just as he reaches Matthews, bang. He's hit in the leg. Isaac stumbles and takes cover behind a broken wall. Matthews, still alive but badly wounded, tells Isaac to call for backup.
Son! Son, yes!
First, though, Isaac must stop his bleeding. He tightens a belt around his leg, trying to stay conscious as the enemy lurks unseen. Isaac grabs his radio bag and tries to contact the base, but there's no signal. The sniper shot the antenna. Suddenly, Matthews reaches out again, asking Isaac to spot the sniper so he can take a shot.
Spartan 3 tree! Requesting extraction!
Radio come!
Come on, man, where'd he come from?
I don't know.
Isaac warns him that any movement will give away their position, but Matthews ignores him. Desperate, Isaac tries to carve a hole in the wall with his knife to fit the scope, but loose rocks fall and injure his hand. Meanwhile, Matthews attempts to grab his rifle but passes out from blood loss. Not wanting to end up like him, Isaac forces himself to remove the bullet from his leg using a blade, a brutally painful process. He then bandages the wound and blacks out. Hours later, a strange noise in his earpiece wakes him up. It's an officer from the base, or so it seems. Isaac quickly reports the situation and asks for medical supplies.
Lima Charlie. Over.
Requesting medevac. I repeat, requesting medevac.
But something feels off. The officer asks strange questions and insists that Isaac either reveal his exact location or fire a shot in the air so the helicopters can locate him. Isaac knows this is against protocol and would put him in danger. Then, as he listens more carefully, he realizes the accent isn't American. It's Juba, the sniper. He hacked into the radio to lure Isaac into a trap. Isaac doesn't fall for it and calls him out. But instead of hanging up, Juba starts asking personal questions, saying he just wants to get to know Isaac. When Isaac refuses to talk, Juba threatens to shoot Matthews again, just in case he's still alive. Isaac reluctantly plays along, asking Juba to talk first. While Juba rambles about being a regular Iraqi citizen fighting for his country, Isaac secretly sketches a map in the dirt, calculating the sniper's position based on the bullet trajectories. When Juba asks about Isaac's family, Isaac shuts him down. He's not giving anything away. Isaac mocks Juba, saying he's killing the very people trying to develop the country by building schools, pipelines, and infrastructure to boost the economy.
Infrastructure, education, schools. These guys are contractors. Not here to fight. War's over, bro.
Juba just laughs and says the money will eventually go back to the USA anyway. As time passes, Juba keeps asking Isaac personal questions, but Isaac refuses to answer. Frustrated, Juba threatens to shoot Matthews again, but Isaac doesn't believe him anymore. To prove he's serious, Juba reveals that he knows the name of the previous owner of Isaac's rifle scope, who is now dead. This means Juba has been listening to their conversations the whole time. Looking through his scope, Isaac spots a radio on one of the dead bodies. He tries to drag the body closer but can't reach it without exposing himself. When he goes to drink water, he realizes his bottle is empty. It has a hole in it. Juba admits he did it on purpose and brags that he never missed a shot. He intentionally hit Isaac's bottle, the antenna, and his leg to trap him in a hopeless situation, forcing him to die slowly while Juba listens through the radio. Isaac finds the bullet he pulled from his leg and studies it. He starts asking Juba subtle questions to figure out his weapon. He also calls Juba a terrorist, but Juba laughs and says the Americans are the real invaders, entering a foreign country with weapons ready to kill. While Juba talks, Isaac does quick calculations and realizes Juba is hiding under a massive pile of trash. Despite the extreme heat and harsh conditions, Juba has remained hidden for hours, proving he's a professional. However, Juba denies being the infamous sniper and insists he's just a regular Iraqi man. Based on Juba's accent, Isaac suspects he was once a US soldier who betrayed his country.
How many tours have you done now? Why do you keep coming back?
But Juba dismisses it, saying he only kills people who attack him first. Isaac, growing weaker from dehydration and exhaustion, tells a story about how he met his best friend in childhood and how they later enlisted together. As he collapses, he hears Juba's chilling voice, saying he will staple Isaac's tongue to his chest. Isaac tries to trick Juba by putting a jacket and helmet on his rifle and waving it above the wall, but Juba doesn't fall for it. Instead, the helmet falls on the other side, leaving Isaac with no head protection. A simple mistake, but a costly one. Frustrated and desperate, Isaac decides to take a risk. He sprints toward a body on the ground, grabs its bag and radio, and rushes back to the wall while dodging Juba's bullets. Inside the bag he finds water and candy which he quickly eats. But the radio is broken just like the others. Juba punishes him for the attempt by shooting at the wall, damaging his rifle's scope. Then Isaac hears a faint sound in his earpiece. It's Matthews. He's still alive.
Shane, that
He
you?
was a better writer than a soldier.
Sorry, Matthews! That's you!
Isaac quickly shouts Juba's location, and Matthews slowly picks up a piece of metal to use as a mirror, trying to spot the sniper. While Matthews carefully reaches for his rifle, Isaac keeps Juba distracted with small talk. That's when he learns Juba was once a teacher in Baghdad. After his students were killed in an American attack, he swore revenge. The wall Isaac is hiding behind? It used to be that very school. Juba then asks why Isaac still carries his damaged scope. When Isaac refuses to answer, Juba threatens to shoot Matthews again. Panicked, Isaac finally confesses. He keeps it to honor a fallen friend, someone who died because of his mistake. The guilt still haunts him. Meanwhile, Matthews blindly aims at the pile of trash where Juba is hiding and fires all his bullets. Isaac shoots as well, trying to mask the sound. But just as Matthews pauses to reload, Juba strikes, hitting him in the shoulder. Isaac urges him to crawl to safety, but as he reaches out to help, Juba fires again. This time the shot lands right in Matthews' head. Isaac watches his friend die and finally breaks down, saying he just wants to go home. Juba tells him he won't shoot if he really wants to leave, but Isaac doesn't trust him. Later, Juba asks why Isaac is still here when the war is over. After a pause, Isaac admits the truth. He accidentally killed his own sniper partner while trying to take out an enemy. Instead of telling the truth, he lied and said his friend was killed by the enemy. Suddenly, Isaac hears voices on the radio and gets excited, thinking he can finally call for help. But his hope vanishes when he realizes the radio is damaged. He can hear others, but they can't hear him. To his horror, Juba joins the conversation, using Isaac's name to ask for backup.
3, how copy?
No, still
No.
Chill like guns,
Cap, this is Sir MB Isaac.
Status.
That's when Isaac realizes the terrifying truth. Juba has been hacking American communications all along, pretending to be a soldier in distress to lure rescue teams into an ambush. Isaac desperately tries to stop the transmission, but it's useless. Later, Isaac wakes up in pain as a crow pecks at his wounded leg, making him feel like he's already dead. He takes a risk, using a stick and rope to pull Matthew's rifle toward him. He aims at the pile of trash where Juba might be hiding. Just then, helicopters arrive, revealing Isaac's position, but they don't realize it's a trap. Desperate to warn them, Isaac pushes the wall, creating a dust cloud to hide himself from Juba. Then he fires at the trash pile, hoping to hit his enemy. Finally, Isaac stands up, expecting Juba to shoot back, but nothing happens. He assumes Juba is dead. The rescue team quickly picks him up, giving him medical attention. Isaac tries to warn them about Juba, but the helicopter noise drowns out his voice. Then gunshots ring out. Juba ambushes them, killing the medics and shooting the pilot. The helicopter crashes, instantly killing Isaac. In the end, Juba keeps his word. He never shot Isaac directly. With another victory under his belt, Juba hacks into the American lines again, ready to lure his next victims.